Like,
Welcome back to Park Kids to Park Dads. For those of you who are new, I'm Adam, joined by my brother Mitch,
how we doing,
and
everyone?
say for the visual uh, aspect there. And so, what we wanted to jump into today, a little bit different, um, as opposed to talking about trips or attractions that we've been on and doing the rankings and stuff like that. We wanted to kind of take a look forward into something that's coming soon. So gonna jump
Soon.
into soon. Yeah, quotation
Yeah.
marks soon. Soon
Yeah.
could be probably 2, 3 years, I would guess. But Piston Peak, the new cars area that they're putting into Magic Kingdom. So, Mitch, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we've removed the riverboat there. We've removed Tom Sawyer's Island. Um, we're looking at a Cars theme land, not quite like Radiator Springs, but a visualization. Uh, English, and an
Okay.
anemone. In itself, something completely different for Disney World. And from the aerial photos, it looks massive,
Yeah.
which is pretty exciting. They're bringing a couple different rides, 3 to 4. One of them, their main attraction is going to be riding in the cars, but they are going to have a couple different family friendly. I think I don't know if it's going to be more test track themed, kind of like that, with like the main attraction, a little bit more speed, a little bit more exhilarating, whereas the other ones might be a little bit more laid back.
Yeah.
So
The race cars one is gonna be like rally cars. So it'll be like think off road. Um, if you ever seen those rally car races that go through the woods and all that kind of stuff, I guess it's going to have that type of feel to it. And given that it's national park themed, um, I mean, it fits. I mean, you would hope it would fit hand in
yeah,
hand, right? But it fits
redwood
hand in hand,
forest, all that kind of stuff, mountains, hills,
right?
which I think is pretty awesome. So they're gonna have some decorative theming, um, gonna have cabins and a rustic nature esque theme to it, which I think is pretty sweet. So pretty new for Magic, definitely out of the box, and I think it'll bring up Magic Kingdom is not my favorite park, but it definitely add a whole new 4 to 6 hours worth of wait times and
Yeah,
areas to see. Make it for sure an all day park kind of adventure on your next trip, and then in the near future.
definitely. I mean, and as you mentioned, the wilderness aspect of it, right? So it's taking inspiration from national parks. Eh, you know, there's Yellowstone and there's Old Faithful. This area will have a geyser of its own called Old Tankful, which is nice little play on words there, right? But
Yep.
they'll be taking some stuff from California Adventure, like the theming and the thought process. So from there, different things from Wilderness Lodge, but the holistic inspiration is coming out of the movie Planes. Actually, it's a park that was in the movie Planes from 2014, which I can, you know, I'll raise my hand. I have not seen the entire movie Planes. I've seen
Really?
parts of it with the kids, yeah, but I've never
Yeah.
sat down and watched it
Actually, that was
start
pretty
to
good.
finish. Yeah, the kids like it. I just have never um, sat through it all. But the queue for that Rallycross ride is also going to be in a lodge, like it
Hmm.
would be in a national park, which is kind of cool. So it gives them a lot of opportunity, I think, to theme it up besides just trees and chipmunks and little tiny cars like squirrels. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, everything I read today is kind of talking about how it's in the sense of being cars themed, quote unquote cars themed.
mhm,
Car size entrances to things, wheels, wagon wheels, scrap parts from cars, littered around in not littered, but like
yep,
incorporated into some of the decor. So things were pretty exciting. And, for the size of taking over Rivers of America, part of Frontierland, and all of Tom Sawyer Island. I guess you really don't realize how big Tom Sawyer's Island was, with a lot of the trees and cover and the caverns and stuff they had there. Some of the aerial shots, like I said, this place is massive. So it's
Yeah.
probably going to be, if I had to compare it, probably all of Tomorrowland plus a little bit extra on a size differential. So
It definitely could be. I mean, that's a huge area, and because it ran against the, I'll call it the back edge of the property, so to speak. Now, granted, it's all Magic Kingdom property, right? But woods backed up to woods, so you never really knew where the end line was. You knew where you couldn't walk past, right? But you didn't know where the area itself was. So I think as they expand and they build up, um, it's also going to be another visual focal point. Obviously, nothing's going to take away from the castle and that skyline, but it'll be another visual focal point in the back, where you have Tiana on the one side, and then it was Tom Sawyer Island across. But really, if you looked past Haunted Mansion and where the
yeah, it's kind
riverboat
of the
was,
parallel.
sure,
I guess you don't really notice that until you see these pictures. That
yeah,
you could take a line literally from Haunted Mansion, go straight to the roller coaster.
Big Thunder
John
Mountain,
Blank
yeah,
Thunder Mountain. Yeah, you can go
yeah,
straight across. And I mean, for as much as it goes in and out, I guess that makes sense. But you really don't
mhm,
realize that once you're in the park.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you almost think of it like a straight line, like you're walking across the edge. At least I do. You're walking across the edge of the water the entire time. You think more straight line than curve, and you when you cross the bridge in front of Tiana, that's like, oh, hard right, but
Mm-hmm.
it's actually much more gradual of a bend. Um, so
Yes.
they are. Go ahead.
So yeah, that started back in July of 2025, and I mean, nobody's really said otherwise what the release for the opening is. Very early stages of construction. So I got to probably put at least a 2 year to 3 year timeline on that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a massive undertaking, right? So, and it's literally from the ground up. No pun intended, but building a mountain from the ground up. It's it's going to take quite a bit. You can when we were there most recently, they had, the river was drained itself. You could see the track that the riverboat went on and all that kind of stuff. And it was, I mean, obviously I'd never seen it like that, but it was kind of cool to see. And it's such a large space that even the walls, the pardon our dust type of walls,
Mhm.
um, couldn't couldn't stop you from seeing that whole area. Just it's so big. So excited for that aspect to make it another like Galaxy's Edge type of addition to like how that is for Disney Hollywood Studios for
Mhm.
Magic. So that's pretty cool. And they're also introducing, I don't know if you saw this, but they're introducing a new main character for that area in
Oh,
Cars.
no, I did
Uh,
not.
yeah, Ranger J. Autobahn Woodlore. So that's
So he's a German park ranger,
yeah,
the Autobahn.
the Autobahn. Yeah, fair enough. I guess that's a shout out to the old Humphrey the Bear and Donald Duck cartoons. That
Oh,
was the name of the park ranger, which I mean I had no idea, obviously.
yeah,
Um, but there are going to be those rally cars I talked to earlier, as far as the more you know fun or thrill invigorating type of ride, whatever. They're all going to be characters. They're all going to make new characters. They're all going to have their own names and numbers for the rally cars and all that kind of stuff. I would not be surprised, like to your point, Mitch, about the it being more like a test track style seat or ride vehicle.
yeah.
Now, and how they do it, this is all speculation on my part. I'm hoping that it's almost like, now granted it has to be outside, but I'm hoping it's almost like in Guardians where you can go forward but it kind of tilts, not like sideways, like you're drifting, like a car.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool as if you drifted and went up like an embankment, like they do in rally car races and stuff like that. I think that'd be
Yeah,
pretty
I would
cool.
hope so. I know they've done a lot of. I've seen some things on Netflix, and YouTube where they've done a lot of research on specifically rally cars and
Mhm.
how their movement is, and so I would hope they would incorporate that. And I think that's a pretty cool aspect of it. And it's going to be their highlighted ride, right? So
Yeah,
the time and detail that Imagineering puts in to some of this newer stuff, I think, is pretty awesome.
right. I mean, I'm curious too. It's going to be not that they can really tie it into Big Thunder from a thematic standpoint, right? It's Cars versus Big Thunder Mountain, not a big deal. But with all the refurb they're putting into Big Thunder right now, I'm curious. if there's going to be, you'll see some style of almost matching, like the
Yeah.
rock work,
Hmm.
as dumb as that may sound potentially. But
I'm
I
sure
think it'd be,
it'll flow nice into it. Yeah.
that's what I mean. I think maybe that'll have some type of transition, because the only thing separating it, I think, will be a walkway, because they're not, I don't know that they're going to surround it. Are they surrounding it with a moat, or are they going to fill in where
I
the
know
rivers of
there
America
will
was?
be the rivers of America will not be filled in, but I know there will be rivers and streams and some smaller waterfalls throughout the entire the land
Through the
to
island
keep that
as a
natural
peak itself.
park theming going, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the picture of like the big waterfall in the concept art. Like, if you look at the concept art, the whole left side is a big river,
Hmm.
and if they're going to fit 4 rides in that space, and one of them's the big ride is the rally car one. um I'm curious what else they're going to, because they've just said family friendly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's 3 total rides, but
Oh, okay. So the big one
could be
plus two.
wrong. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the big one plus 2 family oriented.
So, but I mean, the thought process of, going west is that it's like a Western U.S. based national park. So I mentioned the tie into Big Thunder, which is, the wildest ride in the wilderness, as they say, as the theme goes. But I know my kids are gonna enjoy it. Even the twins are 12, and they grew up on cars.
Hmm.
James is 5 right now, and he's
Yeah, I
um
mean,
all about it.
Fief has Lightning McQueen Crocs, doesn't she? So
She has Lightning McQueen Crocs. She wore a Lightning
yeah,
McQueen quarter zip that we bought in Disney Springs. She wore that yesterday,
yeah,
before the Bills game.
yeah. Vince
So
just opened up all his Cars lands from Christmas. So
the
we
little
got the
micro
the
machine
4
ones.
yep, the mini
Yeah.
lands.
So that'll
I
be
think the craziest part about all this is that this is Disney's largest expansion ever on any theme park.
really
And you think about the size of Animal Kingdom, that's kind of crazy. And you turn around and you still have Villains Land to come. So Magic Kingdom might be the largest theme park in the world.
So is it?
But
It's the largest addition to an already established park, or it's the largest addition?
the largest addition to an established park.
So like the biggest add. So I mean, in Galaxy's Edge is not small
No,
by
yeah,
any stretch.
yeah.
Um,
But this is bigger than that, which is
yeah, no, that's
massive,
awesome.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Galaxy's Edge has got what 2 rides in it, and now you're adding a third plus some water features.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, I mean,
pretty awesome.
the rides themselves are big in Galaxy's Edge, but they also have all the spaces with the spacecraft, right? With Millennium Falcon, with
Yeah,
the X-wing and all that stuff.
the store fronts and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for photos over there. Um, but this will be cool. So if you haven't already known this, Tom Sawyer Island gone, Rivers of America gone, the uh, the boat is gone and dusted. That's about 6 months ago. Those all closed and are, like I said, it's drained. The walls are up, and they're in full doing it mode down there. Um, a few years out, I would guess probably like spring of 28, maybe, or maybe summer of 28.
yeah.
I figure 2 full years.
Might
I
start testing and stuff late 27 into 28 early, and then cast member stuff, roll that out, testing and then roll into an opening probably spring of, like you said, spring of 28, or if not summer of 28. That's their busy
Right.
season, right? Be open for that busy season in 2 years.
That's what I was thinking. If it's not spring of 28, it might be fall. But I've read different things. I could not find a definitive. Same, I know we talked about it earlier. We couldn't find a definitive start date, but um, quote, a few years.
Yeah.
So,
Curious to see what
well,
kind of food options they'll have there.
yeah, that's a good question. I mean, obviously, it's going to be Cars themed, and what do cars eat? Um, I mean, you have the. I was going to say, do you even see them eat? But you see them eat in the second Cars movie.
Yeah. But then
Um,
you go. I'm sure there will be very much so some plant friendly and vegan style options there because of being natural. The national parks. You might see some bison,
I would say
buffalo
Bison Burger wouldn't be a
food.
bad
Yeah.
something or
So
other.
I think they can get pretty creative with that
Think like elk hot dog
midwestern,
or elk sausage.
yeah, midwestern food style.
Yeah, yeah. Could be the South. I mean, you have Pecos Bills in that area over there, which is like the tacos and all that kind of stuff. But I, if you went more authentic Southwest, or
I wasn't just Southwest. I'm just thinking like Midwest, northern Midwest. Like,
yeah,
I guess Grand Canyon kind of falls into that Southwest Mex Tex
yeah,
kind of stuff. But
yep,
if they could put a really quality a good steakhouse in Magic Kingdom,
that'd be interesting.
a lot of beef and stuff comes from the Midwest, upper northern United
Yeah,
States. So
out west. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm. That's a really good, because you figure they're gonna have something like, there'll be puns like there always are, right? Like they'll
yeah,
call a drink like an oil change or something like that, or radiator, or like something
the
coolant.
coolant, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
eh,
brake fluid, yeah,
Transmission fluid. Yeah,
yeah,
something like that. That'll be
blinker
interesting.
fluid,
Blinker fluid, yeah. Flux capacitors.
yeah,
Um, no, that's a good call out. And I'm sure they'll have some type of shop, storefront,
yeah.
souvenir areas, not just the exit to a ride, but potential. I would think some type of
Yeah, maybe Luigi's tire chain shop, that kind of,
yeah, exactly. Like I don't know that you'd see
like their
Flo's
actual shop,
Diner,
but right,
right?
yeah,
But
but an homage to them, yeah,
a cut off of those, right? Exactly.
yeah,
So either way, I'm looking forward to it. I know, and James will be 7 or 8 or 9 or something at that point. Who knows? Next time we get there, that it's completed, but um, it's something that I'll be paying attention to as they pump updates out, and we'll try to follow that from this standpoint as they release more concept art, or give some news as to timelines or what to expect from the rides, because you figure Magic Kingdom has the most rides by
mhm,
a long shot, um, in all the parks, and a couple more kids rides. Two, we'll say two more kids rides and one more intermediate, or um, what do they call them? E-tickets. The
yeah.
the big ones are e-tickets. So um, yeah, that'd be good to keep it more spread out, I should say. But with more space in the back now means maybe they don't cap the park at the number it's currently capped at, right? You can add 10% to it or something. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
But, so
Well,
yeah,
I think it takes away from, and I don't know why this is by their design, but takes away from needing to park hop Magic Kingdom for any reason.
yeah,
I mean, at that point, you could literally spend your entire day from sun up to sundown at Magic Kingdom,
yeah. I mean, a lot of people do that already, obviously. Um, but to your point, it's
even if you've been there for 5, 7 times.
I say
And
that's where it gets. Yeah, if you've been there a handful of times, and especially if you have Lightning Lane, you can get through the rides you want to get to.
yeah,
We got to be on the phone, like we said before. Got to keep moving through that. But I feel like, if you have young kids and that car's age, that 3 to 8 window, you're going to duplicate rides to a certain extent.
or 38-year-old.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough. I mean, I'd go on all of them just to go on all of them at this point, right? But I'm
yeah.
talking the Peter Pans and the Fantasyland and
Oh, right, right.
um, the circus in the back. Um, those are some of those ones that are, as we do them now, one and done, right? You rode it once, okay. Maybe we'll hit Dumbo twice or the Barnstormer 2 or 3 times because the kids want to go on it and it's such a short wait. But we hit an area, we move through it, and then we move on for the most part. So
Mhm.
so yeah, it's exciting to me, you know, and so many more changes coming. Like you said, Villain Land is something in the works as well.
Yeah, and I think we can dive into that maybe a little bit on our next episode. Some just more upcoming changes to Walt Disney World as a whole.
Hmm.
With villains and some expansions on changing up ticket prices and that good stuff. So more to come on updated Disney.
Definitely, definitely. So coming out of the last episode, I went 7 for 10 in the snack distributing.
Not to brag.
Not to brag, but definitely bragging. 7 for 10. And to be fair, I was never getting 2 of those other 3
Yeah.
that I missed ever. So I wanted to hit you with something a little different this time. I know food is your forte, but I wanted to go movies, actually. So this one's not park related, so maybe outside of the rules typically. But what I wanted to go with was the highest grossing Disney films, Disney slash Pixar. So these are not MCU, it's not Avengers, those ones. These are all animated or live action or the hybrid. You know what I mean? The uh, like the new Little Mermaid's a hybrid, uh, Lion King, Stitch, so on and so forth. Those are all hybrids. But um, so I wanted to hit that. We have a top 8 list. So same rules as always: 3 hints, 3 strike.
Hmm.
I think you should do fairly well at this.
Okay.
So
So you said not including Marvel?
no Marvel movies. Nope. Either Disney, Pixar.
Okay. All right.
So these are not. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't know that they're adjusted for inflation. Um, I honest to God don't know that. So we'll see. So don't hit me with Snow White, because that might have done. I don't
Right.
know.
The
Really
relaunches and all that kind of
then
stuff.
what it
Yeah.
is now, but you know. So. So anyways, let's. Why don't you get us kicked off here?
All right. Well, let's go with Toy Story.
Toy Story. I'll hit you with a Trivia Pursuit more specific, please.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a franchise. It's also a movie, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because I said it wasn't adjusted for anything and say more specific.
Um, that's Toy Story 3 because that one got me close to home.
Strike one.
Really,
Really?
that was a good one.
It was a good one, yeah. Nowhere near the. I mean, it's the difference between 8 and 7 is roughly $320 million, and it's not in the top 8.
All
So
right,
big.
Frozen. I'm gonna get off
Frozen is
Toy
number
Story for a
3,
second. Okay.
$1.28 billion.
Wow. Um, Encanto.
Nope.
Oh, that's just
Strike 2.
unfortunate.
You might
I
want
should have
to
said
you
it should
might
be
want
too
to use a
good.
hint or two.
Let's start with the hint.
All right. This movie catalogs. How's this? This is probably the most recent Disney release there is. Just hit theaters not too long ago at all, in 2025.
This in 25.
I think your kids saw this.
Zootopia 2.
Yes. I was like, you think your kids saw this with my kid.
All right.
Zootopia 2, number 1, $1.46 billion. So you got
Okay.
Frozen at 3 and Zootopia 2 at 1, and you have 2 strikes and 2 hints.
Got to go with the Lion King.
Correct. The new Lion King, I'll give you that. The new Lion
Okay.
King, the next 1.65 billion.
Inside Out.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. I would have said Inside Out 2, not 1, but no, that
I was
is
hoping to give me a little
incorrect.
bit more specific on that.
No, but it wasn't either one. So either one's not on there.
Where'd you get this list from?
I got it off of IMDb.
Oh.
So I'll
All
read
right,
them down
well,
for you real
that's
quick.
pretty rough.
That was rough. 3 out of 8. Zootopia 2 is number 1. Frozen 2 is number 2 at 1.45 billion. Frozen was 3.
Frozen 2
at
did
1.
better than number 1. Wow.
Yeah. Well, remember, Frozen 1 got a lot more play afterwards online than
That's
it
true.
did at the box office, right? Lion King was 4. Incredibles 2 was 1.24 billion. Remember, these aren't necessarily, they're the best, but it's made the most money.
Yeah.
Toy Story 4 was next. Remember, long layoff between 3 and 4. So that was a big deal. Zootopia was the next one down at 1.02 billion, and then Moana at 687 million. So those were
I'm gonna
the top 8 that I got.
I'm gonna put this. I just put this into Chat GPT.
Okay.
I feel like you're wrong here.
I'm just telling you, I did the same situation through Google, and it
All right.
brought me to IMDb.
Inside Out 2, 1.7 billion, highest grossing animated movie of all time.
Well, there you go. Then
Frozen,
the list I have
Frozen
is wrong.
2, Lion King 2019.
When did Frozen 2 come out?
2019.
No, I'm sorry, not Frozen 2. And what's
Lion
it called?
King?
No, Inside Out.
2024.
Okay. So how did it have Zootopia but not Inside Out 2?
Incredibles 2.
Yep, had that.
Toy Story 4 at 1.7. Toy Story 3 at 1.7.
Mm-hmm.
1.07, sorry. Both of those.
Yeah, big difference there.
And Finding Dory at 1.03. So that was above your
That
last
was above
one.
Moana, but below all the other ones.
No, whatever one you just said was 1.02. This Finding Dory was higher than that.
Oh, I just closed.
I mean, it's AI, so who knows?
Fair enough. All right, well, we've officially ruined you've ruined the segment. Thank you for correcting in on the podcast.
Yeah, well.
So that was all a waste.
I know my information.
What was your first guess? Toy Story 1?
Toy Story. I just said Toy Story. And then I said 4.
Toy Story 1.
I said Toy Story 4. Or 3. I said Toy Story 3, which is on this list.
You only said 3 because I said more specific.
Well, more specific, yeah. Well,
anyways,
Toy Story is a franchise.
You were, Star Wars. What you want? There's 13.
Yeah, Toy Story 3 was number 7 on this list.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, whatever. Had fun. I failed another one.
Well, here we are.
Asterisks.
Yeah, I'll give you the asterisks. I didn't chat GPT it. I Googled it. And like I said, it tagged me to IMDb, but who knows? The internet is full of dark and scared mysteries. So I think Abraham Lincoln said that. So
you can believe it.
So anyways, going forward, what we're going to dive into in the future here, do us a favor. We've seen the views have been kind of steady. Just click the like button, throw a comment down, quiz idea or a topic conversation, something like that. Tell us when you're going to the park next. Something, right? Just throw something down there. We appreciate the comments we have received. Shout out Jess for her comments. And we'll try to adjust some episodes into what you guys throw down there, obviously. So looking forward to digging in a little deeper as they release more information about the new and exciting happenings at both Magic Kingdom and everywhere else around the area. There's a lot going on. One of the largest times of change, so to speak, from the Disney side. I think they're kind of trying to chase Epic Universe a little bit, seeing the success that they came up with.
Yeah, and I think there's a bright future there. What Disney can do, theming wise, and their outreach on certain stuff, I think has more of a connection with people than just Epic Universe does. And they kind of fumbled their grand opening of their parks with all the issues they had and ride breakdowns and closing early because stuff wasn't working. So I think Disney has a real opportunity over the next couple of years to really grow, and hopefully we'll be there for the ride. Pun intended.
We appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around.
Adios.